with live chat. Oh, I'm live now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Makosi today. Usually, I've never done a live. This is the first time ever I am doing a live, and it's obviously going to be special. We are not looking for perfection, we're just looking for turning up. So, since COVID, I've not been able to go into a studio to shoot an episode, but I've tried to keep showing up for you guys through my Insta Live interviews, just repurposing them to here. So today I'm just going to talk about God doing new things in our lives and us embracing the new. I remember when the pandemic started, I got into panic mode, which is like collective panic mode because everybody was panicking. So, I panicked too. How are we going to pay our bills? How are we going to do this? How are we even going to function? How are we going to do our nails? How are we going to do our hair? Like the dreadlock under my hair is hectic at the moment. But God gave me a Bible verse. God gave me Isaiah 43:19, which says, I am going to do a new thing. Can you not perceive it? And I kept reading it over and over and over again. And I think it is that verse that just kept giving me the calm, and the calm. So today I'm just going to repurpose an interview really that I gave. And because I don't have the content, I'm just going to come and share my responses with you. So I did an interview with one lady, and the first question she asked me is, when did you decide to be a life coach? And I'm like, my response was, I don't think you get to decide to be a life coach. You are born one, just like great boxers or great speakers. And what you do decide to do though is get certification so that you can get the skills and the tool set to, to enable the gift that is within you already and for you to even function, And then she asked me, how do you live to the fullest? And my answer to how do you live to the fullest was live on purpose. Always live with your why at the back of your head. Always ask yourself, why? What is my why? Why am I here? Why should constantly be ringing at the back of your head? And then she said to me, what advice do you have for people who struggle with happiness? And to be very honest, the first thing that came to my mind is, why would anyone struggle with happiness? Should we not be embracing happiness? I don't think happiness is a destination. I think happiness is the path. Personally, how I am always happy is, somebody asked me yesterday, how was your weekend? What were your highs and your lows? Hi, Steve, how are you? And I said, I don't look at my life in highs and lows. I just control my thoughts, and that controls my environment. And I'm so grateful that I don't have so much happening around me. So it is very easy for me to control my environment. But my own secret to my own happiness is gratitude. Because can you be angry and grateful at the same time? Or can you be anxious and grateful at the same time? Or can you panic and be grateful at the same time? So I just thought to say the one thing I'm going to do. Hi, Rita, how are you? Thank you for being here. I just said to myself, I'm going to use gratitude as my anchor throughout the pandemic, no matter what the pandemic throws at me. Like, I found a lump in my hand just before the pandemic kicked off, found myself stuck. I couldn't go doctors and whatnot, but I'm just grateful for everything else. I might have a lump in my hand, but I can see, I can talk, I can run. I just ran another 10 kilometers. I can do everything else. So I got to be grateful for that. And I was also asking her that sometimes when you think you're struggling with happiness, you're actually struggling with comparison. You're imagining that other people are happy by looking at their Instagram or so forth. You're imagining that what they are projecting is happiness. So you're thinking of yourself and you're thinking, oh, I don't have what they have. So sometimes I think comparison will rob you of your happiness. And then she asked me about relationships, and she said, what should you expect from the other person in the relationship? And my answer was just clear and simple. The only person you should expect stuff from in a relationship is yourself. The minute you start expecting somebody else to fulfill something within you, then you have started the downward fall, because people are not perfect and people are not going to be able to, because perception is projection and you create your own reality. You can't make somebody make you happy. So stop expecting things from people. Wife, husband, I don't care how long you've been together. Hi, Demola, yay! And then, happiness and sadness, they're all states of mindset. And that's what I do in my coaching programs as well. We just work with your mind. This is the most, we used to hear songs to say, what's your selling point? And some girls would think it's that, and some girls would think it's that. But your selling point is this, because this controls everything. And then the final question was on boundaries, and she said, how do you set boundaries? My thing is, sometimes if you set boundaries with the wrong skills, the walls you build to keep people up are the ones that are going to imprison you. They're going to keep you in. So the boundaries you need to set the boundaries. What boundaries do you need to set in order to help yourself grow? That's the question, actually. And I said to her, if you know your purpose and you know your why, your purpose and your why will inform your boundaries. Your purpose and your why will inform what you say yes to, and it will inform what you say no to. And sometimes the hardest person to say no to is yourself. Especially, you have women who say to me, I want to lose belly fat, or I want to lose weight, or I want to do this, or I probably want to sleep more, or I want to be more productive. What are you saying no to? Are you saying no to the ice cream? Are you saying no to the carbs? Are you saying no to, late nights out? Are you saying no to staying up and watching Netflix and chilling? What are you saying no to? Like at the beginning of the pandemic, I said no to the news. So, hi, Andile, I said no to the news. I stopped watching the news, period. And you see that screen behind me? It's not been switched on in 2.5 months, because part of my boundaries for where I want to go was no news, no TV, exercise, read, research, and become more. So I hope you enjoyed my first episode of Makosi today, shot on my work table with all my books here, my notebooks, by myself. And I always recommend a book to read. Talking to Strangers is a very, very interesting book to read. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Now we have to figure out where you switch this thing off without losing it. What? I think we're done. So how do we switch this thing off? Are you sure you want to stop streaming?